Live from the GSN studios in Grafton, West Virginia, it's The Huddle.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on The Huddle after some very busy weeks. We have finally made it back into the studio. Today is the 16th episode, and it is the 21st of March. I'm Parker Biller, joined as always by my good friend and co-host, Noah Fleet Foley. And today's show is brought to you by Quality Machines. If man made it, quality can fix it. And Keystone Realty, your key to home ownership. Flea, what is up, man?
What's up, bro? It's been a minute.
It's been a hot minute. We've been very busy doing a lot of different things. Girls basketball states, we've been down there for a couple weeks. I've been out of town. It's just been hard to get anything filmed, really. I mean, we've been everywhere.
Yeah, but we're on the uprise now, man.
Yeah.
People bought our merch. They want more of it, so hey, maybe we'll get a restock here.
You never know. The merch came out. If you didn't see our Instagram post, it turned out really well, beyond what I thought that it would be. And the support we've gotten from it's been really good as well. So we're excited.
Been really cool though. Like people, I see like people walking around school wearing it, dude. And that's just like
that's what.
Dude, it's like humbling.
It is humbling, you know, that it's really been a great experience. We can't thank you guys enough for that. So our last episode was filmed 3 weeks ago on the 25th of February. A lot has happened in the sports world of Grafton High School and for the Mountaineers as well. So we apologize for not getting those videos out. We've been very busy, like we said. So we're back today. It's a new season, new start of things. We're going to get rolling. And it is now March, so that means that winter sports have officially came to an end. So wrestling, basketball, and swim are now over. And we have got some accomplishments to talk about from those sports before we talk about spring sports coming up.
Yeah, looking at wrestling, I mean, we had two guys this year go to Huntington, Braxton Rush and Noah Nesser, and that's really an accomplishment for this wrestling team because they didn't send anyone last year. And Noah Nesser finished as a top 16 wrestler in the whole state of West Virginia at 150, which is really impressive. That's a good way to end your senior season, in my opinion. And Braxton Rush, the freshman, finished top 8 in the state for 285. He is a unit, man.
He's very much a unit, and he's a freshman. Just think about that. I mean, he got so far in the state tournament, and he's only a freshman. And he's going to have a long way to go in the 285-pound weight class. This team took so many strides in the right direction this year. And, you know, they struggled at the beginning of the year, obviously, with their passing away of head coach Keith Sibley. So that was kind of threw a monkey wrench in the plans of things. But this team has done good things. They've made steps in the right direction. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen with them next year.
Yeah, and they have 7 freshmen coming back. Like Zach Shoemaker, he told us that they're a really young team. They're only losing 2 seniors, Noah Nesser and Gabriel Young. There you go. Gabriel Young. But this team should be really impressive in the coming years.
Yeah, and they want to keep working and keep doing the best that they can. So we're excited about wrestling. All right, we talked about swim states in the last episode. So let's move on to something that we have covered a lot on this year, me and you, boys and girls basketball. So let's start off with the boys. They had a disappointing end to their season in the regional game against Elkins on March the 7th. The final score from Randolph County was 57-23, and the boys ended with a final record on the year of 2-18. What are your thoughts on that, Flea?
I mean, their body language in that, they just looked like they didn't want to be there, man. They didn't want to fight for a bid in the state championship, and that'd have been really cool for a team with like 4 wins.
Yeah.
To get in for a state championship. But I mean, what are you gonna expect out of a team like that, though?
Yeah, I mean, they didn't find any composure, any rhythm throughout the year at all. They got a win against PB and Hampshire.
But those last 6 games, they played really good. If they played like that the whole season, they could have probably had a record over 500.
They started to put the pieces together, but by that time it was too late. So hopefully they can turn that around next year. It was kind of a rebuilding year with the loss of so many seniors. So we're looking forward to that. Hopefully they can make steps in the right direction. So we're going to see. And the girls had a much different story. The Grafton Lady Bearcats had one of the best seasons in school history with the wins that they had. They made it to the state semifinal. They defeated North Marion and East Fairmont to secure their place in that semifinal game against Nitro. And then on the other side was Wayne and Greenbrier East. And Wayne won that matchup. And then it came down to Nitro and Grafton. The Lady Cats, however, could not get the job done. They suffered their first loss to a West Virginia team all year in the state semifinal. Only lost by 10, 65 to 55. Wayne would then go on to beat Nitro to secure that state title, but the Grafton Lady Bearcats finished with a total record of 22-2 on the year, the best record in Grafton Lady Bearcats history, and I think in any basketball for boys and girls. That's the best record that we've had. So, Flea, what did you see in that Nitro game, their final game of the year? What are your thoughts and takeaways from it?
I mean, that was a winnable game, in my opinion. They were pretty poor at the foul line, but they got there. I mean, they played like a Grafton team. They were dominating Nitro for that first 5 minutes, and Nitro looked a little rattled, but Nitro came out of there on top, had one of the best players in the state, Natalie Jones, I think her name was, and she had
6-footer.
She had a day, man. She had 28 points, I think. And Hadley Horn had 25 of her own. So those players, it's sad seeing them go, man. We had fun commentating them and stuff, but they had a really, really good season.
You couldn't ask for a better season. And really just a phenomenal job from all aspects of that team, from the seniors and even the kids that are coming up, too. Yeah. They are looking promising as well. But definitely going to be hard to replicate a season like that next year and in the years to come. So we're going to see how that goes. I'm going to read you the accomplishments that this team has achieved this year, and it's a big list. I've got 13 items on my list.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot. So we're going to start off. Hartzell Keener, 2025 Big Ten Conference Coach and of the Year, and Kenna Keener, Big Ten Conference Player of the Year.
I think she shared the award with an Elkins player, too.
She did, too. Yeah. I forget the name of the other player, but she did share it with another Big Ten.
And she's only a junior.
Yeah.
So next year she's going to take it home again, probably.
1,000-point scorer, by the way. Hadley Horn, Big Ten, all first team. Natalie Beltner and Jazzy Ray, Big Ten, second team. Hope Deaver was the WVU News player with the most pride. We were the Big Ten Conference champs, the AAA Regional 1 champs, best record in school history. Ranked second in the state in the final season poll. Sam Board tournament champs, 2,000-point scorers on the roster for 3 years. Think about that. Gosh, 3 years you've had 2,000-point scores.
Yeah, and that's probably going to be a big loss for him, losing Hadley Horn next year.
Oh, and her speed and getting up and down the court, that's going to be a big loss next year. But you do still hope to retain Kenna Keener. She's a 1,000-point scorer as well. All-time leading scorer, Hadley Horn. That's going to be sad to see her go. Mm-hmm. And the WVU News Best Student Section.
And let's just go back to Hope Deaver's award. I mean, if they don't have Hope Deaver this year, they might not even make it to states in my opinion.
I don't think so.
Because you need a player like Hope Deaver that can get you 7 points a game and just step up. She had the best energy on the floor at all times.
And she's what kept that team going when there were times that they thought that, this isn't looking good. She's the one that inspired them, kept them going, motivated them. She was so good at that. So
yeah, against East Fairmont, that was her best game of the year, and she really stepped up when they needed her.
Yeah, it's going to be sad to see her go. Mm-hmm. So they're going to lose about five seniors?
Hadley Horn, Hope, Jazzy, Reagan, and Amara.
Yep. And Mariah Kane. Yeah. So going to lose 5 seniors there. That's going to leave a little hole in the roster, but I think it's fillable at this point. But we're going to talk a lot more about that when basketball season comes up again, because it'll probably hit us before we know it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So we had the pleasure of commentating a lot of games there, and for the boys and the girls. So we couldn't ask for a better commentating season to start off with than these two teams right here. So it was great from those. We're going to take a quick break. We've got spring sports coming up next, Flea. So make sure you stay with us here on the Hudl.
Hey guys, Parker here. I want to tell you about my friends at the Keystone Realty Group. When you're looking for your dream home, time is of the essence. The North Central West Virginia real estate market moves very quickly, so you need an agent that has their finger on the pulse and keeps you in the know. Keystone Realty agents are responsive, honest, and will go the extra mile to get you the deal you want on the home you love. That's why Keystone Realty is the only group I trust for all your buying, selling, and renting needs. Conveniently located in the Middletown Commons in Fairmont, West Virginia, Keystone Realty is your key to home ownership.
All right, Flea, welcome back. And we forgot to mention, what did you say about swim? I forgot.
Patrick Foley, my brother, got second team All Big Ten.
Second team All Big Ten.
And then Jonathan Mayer got All Big Ten honorable mention. So
okay. Well, see, I didn't know that. Yeah. I should have looked more into that, but congratulations to them for the swim team. All right, Flea, it's time for a new season of sports. One of my personal favorite sports seasons because of baseball. Spring sports, baby. And with the warmer weather comes a plethora of sports to dive into and break down. We've got baseball, softball, track, and tennis. Tennis. That's going to be
four of the most underrated sports in the school, man.
Underrated sports, man. And I'm telling you, some of these teams right here, they look really promising. I'm very excited to dive into that. So, with that being said, let's take a look at softball first. They won their home opener, recording this video on the 21st, so that would be the 20th. So they won their home opener against East Fairmont 12-5, and their next home games they take on Parkersburg South, which will be a very tough opponent, I hear, and they also take on Buchanan for their next home games. And this is a really solid team. They have a returning Lily Krim at pitcher who had 17 strikeouts last night. 17 strikeouts, which is phenomenal.
That's insane.
It's insane. And they got a lot of younger girls that who can play really good. They've showed they can play. Ruth Horn is one of them. I believe she plays shortstop. Yeah. She's starting in the rotation, so good for her. And they have a good shot at states. They really do.
Yes, they do.
Looking at these new regions, from what I've seen, East Fairmont, Elkins, Fairmont Senior, North Marion, and Brooke. So softball has scrimmaged some of these teams, and they have destroyed them. And I think that the lane could be blown open to go to states here for softball.
I mean, yeah, and you have probably one of the best pitchers, if not the best in the state, Lily Krim. I mean, 17 strikeouts in one game. You got to think, there's probably not going to be some pitchers that get 17 strikeouts in, like, their first 5 games.
No, it's insane.
That is
Former
insane.
Big Ten Player of the Year, Lily Krim, by the way. So that's really good. This is a team that's got stacked players all over the roster. Mm-hmm. We're excited to talk more about that. Hopefully we can get some interview sit-downs next week. I'd like to cover softball next week. So hopefully we can get some players to come in and talk with us about that.
And we're gonna do some softball games too.
Yeah, hopefully when we get the Hudl cameras up down there, the softball and baseball fields, we'll be commentating some games. But we'll see. We got a lot to plan, but hopefully we can do that because I think that'd be fun. All right, let's talk about baseball. Mm-hmm. I know me and you have gone to a few games so far. They are also starting off on a hot streak, winning their first 2 games at home against Braxton County and Lincoln. And I believe they beat Lincoln 11-1.
Yeah.
Last night.
Is there 10 runs in high school?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they only played 6 innings. So.
10-run rule. So really good, dominant first performances for them on their new field, by the way.
Yeah.
Which looks phenomenal. Turf in the infield, new lights, new dugouts, new concession stand, new everything down there. If you haven't gone and checked out the new field, make sure to go check that out. They've really done a great job down there.
Yes, they have. And those freshmen, man. They're going to be playing on that great field for 4 years, and this freshman class, phenomenal. Probably one of the best in the state.
I know it seems like we're hyping up a lot of stuff, but it really is.
It is. I mean, there's good sports here at Grafton, man. Our softball team, we got the Big Ten Pitcher of the Year, Ruth Horn at shortstop, Hayhurst. I mean, you can't ask for a better defensive team.
And the list goes on, too, I mean, with everyone like that. And even with baseball, too, you've got – this team has got so much pitching depth. I just want to say that because – the majority of everyone on that roster can pitch. Mm-hmm. And that's a problem that we've struggled with in recent years was finding decent pitchers to fill in those spots that they needed to. But I think that area is going to be okay this year. We've got a lot of pitching depth and a lot of talent on that side of the ball. Hitting, on the other hand, could be an issue. Mm-hmm. That's something that I'm a little worried about. I feel like our offensive swings at the bat, at the plate are not where they could be, but hopefully that can improve throughout the rest of the year. And shout out to Chase Kinsey.
I was about to say.
Had a home run last night. So
he had 3 RBIs and a double.
Yeah.
4 for 4 on the plate.
I mean, that's pretty good.
And JK, 3 for 3.
Yeah, John Gus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so great job from the younger guys there stepping up. And that's really exciting, really promising. So young team. They have a very young team, but they've got good chemistry. They've played together a lot. And with that middle school baseball team, that's helped some of the younger guys build a lot of chemistry, and they brought that up to the high school level. So
and I want to say this, they only start 1 senior, and that's Mason Markley in the outfield. He plays center field. So he is like the vocal leader, and he's a really good player for Grafton.
Doesn't Grayson start too?
Grayson's a junior, though.
He's junior. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, that's right. So promising things from baseball and softball. We're going to do more in depth of that, hopefully do some interviews here in the next few weeks. Now, let's talk about another thing that Grafton's good at, track. We're usually pretty good at track. Both boys relay teams that qualified for states last year, they're returning all their members.
Yep.
So that's a plus. Hadley Horn returns for another year. She was a state champion in the 300-meter hurdles, and she got second in the 400-meter run. So she's going to return. That's going to be good.
And she was, at the Adidas National like track meet.
Yeah, I
and
think
she placed like 21st in the whole country.
that's nuts.
That's
Nuts.
she's just an athlete, man.
Yeah, she is an athlete.
I mean,
So she's going to return. We are losing Emily Vianney. She was the state champion.
oh yeah, she.
I forget in what, 800
I think it was
something?
800 or something, but she was one of the best, if not the best, distance runner in the states.
One of the best distance runners. So definitely sad to see her go. I'm trying to think what else. The boys side, they're looking strong. They've got Colson Annan, MJ Niggemeyer, Jackson Hall, and some of the young guys coming up, Chase Mayer and Isaac Young. They are really good athletes, really good at running. So hopefully they're going to do well on the track side of things. The girls, they've got a lot of new members too, some freshmen coming up, and they're going to be looking to get stronger as well. Track's something we don't know a whole lot about, so we're going to definitely have to sit down with a few special guests from the track team and talk about that. And finally, tennis.
This is you, man. I know Coach Knight coaches tennis, but
Coach Knight coaches tennis. 2 seniors on the squad. I'm not sure who they are. Reagan Knight.
I think Javin Summers.
Javin Summers and Reagan Knight. I talked with Ian Phillips today, who's on the tennis team. He's a junior. He said that he believes this team could be decent, kind of middle of the pack area right now, but they do have a young team, like you said, 2 seniors. So don't know much about tennis. Maybe we're going to expand our horizons. Definitely, we're gonna talk to some people about tennis and figure it out.
Grafton, we had like one of the best actually tennis player in the state.
Spencer
Copeland, dude. He was the Big Ten champion.
He was.
I mean, and he was good at soccer too. So that's really. Hey, I'll ask Coach Knight about tennis. Man.
Yeah, we apologize because we just don't know much about tennis. It's not something that we've talked about.
I've played tennis probably like twice.
Yeah.
I'm not good at
in gym class.
No, out there, dude.
Oh,
Landon
really?
Holley.
Landon Holley.
He wasn't bad. I'm not kidding.
Oh, he did play tennis.
He wasn't that bad.
So definitely gonna take a look at that, and I'd like to sit down with Reagan Knight because I feel like she would know a lot about tennis. So we'll definitely do that with her. But right now we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna wrap things up with the Mountaineer Minute. That might be a little more than a minute, because we've got a lot to unpack. So stay with us.
I'm gonna rant. So
yeah, I might rant too. So stay with us for that. You don't want to miss that.
At Quality Machine, we specialize in welding, machining, custom design, and industrial manufacturing. Our team's unparalleled expertise can deliver top-tier solutions for your next project or repair. Need structural steel work or crane and rigging services? We've got you covered. From small jobs to big ideas, Quality Machine is your trusted partner. Experience the quality difference. Quality Machine Company, where industry meets innovation.
All right, Flea. It's the time that we've been waiting for.
Yep.
The moment we've been waiting for.
Yep.
Talk about WVU sports. We're gonna get to men's basketball here in a minute because I saved that for the end. So let's start off with some baseball, Flea.
You know, baseball, one of the best teams in the country, and at this point, I just think the NCAA doesn't like us, man. We're still not ranked. We're 18-1, and we have 1 loss against a pretty solid Kennesaw State team.
Yeah.
So this baseball team, they could make a run to Omaha.
We never get the respect we deserve, I feel like.
No, we don't. And
we really don't.
Talking about baseball, we're actually going to be in the ESPN studio for West Virginia Pitt.
Hopefully against Pitt. If not, it'll be against Utah. But still, very good teams. We're gonna take a little tour, so that'll be fun. Maybe we'll make a video on that. We'll see.
They play Arizona next at Wagner Field in Morgantown, and this is also their first year without J.J. Weatherholt, the St. Louis Cardinal, and Randy Mazey. J.J. Weatherholt might get a starting spot. Excuse me.
He's been playing really well.
Yeah.
And we all knew that he was going to play well in the MLB. So he's doing a great job with that. And first year without Randy Mazey, one of the greatest coaches in Mountaineer baseball history, if not the greatest. But he no longer with us, and I think we're doing a good job without him so far in the program. 18-1. So baseball doing a great job.
And something you can always count on West Virginia. Winning a national championship, and I cannot talk right now, dude.
Hey, it's been 3 weeks, Flea. We're still a little rusty, so.
And my lips are chapped, so that might have
that doesn't help.
But the air rifle team won their 20th national championship ever this year, which is, I don't know anything about air rifle, but hey.
Listen, 20 national championships in school history. We're pretty good at air rifle, so that's one thing you can always count on in Mountaineer sports. They will respect us for that. The air rifle
will.
Team. So.
And women's basketball, probably one of the hottest teams in the Big 12, sitting at 24-7, and they made March Madness as a 6th seed. They take on Columbia this Sunday at Chapel Hill.
Yeah.
That's a coincidence.
Coincidence, maybe not. I don't know.
Hey,
That'd be fun to go to that game, though.
yeah, and if they win, they actually have to play North Carolina. So,
Well, at least
they're gonna avenge us, man.
Yeah.
They're gonna avenge us.
I
We can trust JJ Quinterly, and she talked to the Lady Bearcats.
She did.
That was really cool.
Sent them a nice message, congratulating them on their year, telling them not to hang their head. So JJ Quinterly sent a nice message to the Lady Bearcats. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, really cool. She's one of the best. She probably got she got snubbed in an All-American spot.
Yeah, I think she did too.
She for sure. She's one of the best point guards in the country.
Maybe we're just salty, but I don't know. I feel like she got snubbed pretty hard.
She did.
Speaking of snubs,
Men's basketball, man, finished with 19-13 record, 6 quad 1 wins. That's one of the most in the country, and we're not March Madness.
we're not in March Madness.
We're not March Madness, dude.
And put the cherry on the top, head coach Darren DeVries, gone. Indiana takes his son with him. Tucker DeVries, gone. What's next? I mean, really. I mean, this is.
I don't know. Give me a shot to coach him. Give me one game, man. Give me one game.
Honestly, I mean, I just think that this has been. I don't know. I really.
It's like there's still people in shock that we're not in the tournament, and the tournament started yesterday.
When this season started, I thought that this was going to be one of the teams to do it.
I apologize for the interruption. Kayla Benedict,
okay.
the office. Kayla Benedict.
So,
Thank you.
apologize
What's going
for
on in this episode?
that. This has been a wild episode. We're rusty, and then that didn't help. But where was I at? Anyway, at the beginning of the year, I thought that this team was going to be it. You know, we beat Kansas at Kansas. We beat Gonzaga at the beginning of the year. I mean, this is something unprecedented. I haven't seen in Mountaineer basketball in a long time.
And the rumors of if Tucker DeVries faked his injury, if those are actually true, man, because I had shoulder surgery on my same shoulder. I was in a sling for 7 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
He was in one for 2 weeks. And isn't it a coincidence that Indiana was at the same in-season tournament we were at, and Tucker DeVries played exactly 8 games, which is the limit for a medical redshirt, and then magically gets injured.
I did not know all that, but
just if that's fake, I feel bad, really bad for Javon Small, man.
I feel bad for the players that were committed to this team. I think that's what hurts the most is that happened to them. But nonetheless, I mean,
I knew it was over when I saw North Carolina get that 11 seed.
Yeah. And this has kind of turned into somewhat of a national story because on that selection committee was UNC's athletic director. So Carolina went 1-11 in quad 1 wins.
Yeah,
am I correct?
1-12.
1-12.
Yep. And they had a quad 3 loss to Stanford, who had 12 wins.
Yeah, and they somehow got into the tournament. So you gotta think: is this going to raise the question of are they going to change the selection committees and how this goes?
I think if you have an athletic director on your board, they should have an overall number, like Auburn's athletic director should.
Yeah,
because
they're obviously going to be the.
They
ones
were going to get that 1 seed no matter what. I mean, he didn't really have a say in anything.
Yeah.
But that North Carolina, they were on the edge. They were only in 27 out of 111 brackets, and they made it in.
Yeah.
So.
And I've seen a lot of people say, "Well, you should have just won more games." Well, you're right, but still, I think we were deserving of that. We were in 111 out of the 111. Or you talk about
yeah,
it. I don't know.
First team ever to be in every major bracket, CBS, ESPN, Joe Lenardi,
and not get
in ever. I mean, it's the West Virginia curse, man. Darren DeVries gone. Bring back Bob Huggins.
That's what I'm saying.
Let him get to 1,000 wins, man.
That's what I'm saying.
That would be insane, but it's not.
It's probably not going to happen. I don't know who's in our. I don't know. I trust Ren Baker though. Let me tell you that. I trust Ren Baker.
He's one of the best ADs in the Big 12.
Maybe in the country. I trust Ren Baker completely. So, a lot of news with Mountaineer basketball.
I saw a thing. Sincere Harris is probably saying, dude.
Is he?
And he's the best defensive player. And Javon Small, he got snubbed Big 12 Player of the Year too, dude.
Sucks for him,
man. I couldn't go on about that.
Yeah, I could too. And also, our 4-star commit.
He's gone.
Decommitted. So now that DeVries is gone, he's decommitted. That'll probably see a lot more of that coming up soon. But Mountaineers got a lot of holes to fill. New head coach, new players. Javon Small gone. Gonna be tough. Tucker DeVries, Darren DeVries, all gone as well.
I told my mom Javon Small should just come back 1 year, and we should schedule Indiana at home.
just play
him. Dude.
That'd be funny.
That place would. Holy crap.
Yeah. Well, very sad for the Mountaineers, but the women's. They're still in March Madness.
They're gonna avenge it. I made a women's bracket, first time ever.
Did you?
Elite 8.
hey, they might avenge us at Chapel Hill. So we'll keep you all updated on that. That's going to be all she wrote for today. We rambled on today, Flea. We talked about a lot of different things because we had to get back on track for 3 weeks of not being here. But hopefully next week we will start talking about some spring sport athletes here at Grafton High School, get their take on the current season. We would like to thank you for watching today's Yap session. We appreciate that so much. We appreciate the support for the merch and everything.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to continue to keep you guys updated, keep doing some stuff, and lots of big things here to come at GSN. So, once again, thank you all for watching. God bless everybody. Have a great day.